Blessing. Can I trouble you for your take on Andy Brenner's bill yesterday? I noticed you didn't ask too many questions.
I'm still thinking about it at this point. I mean, I'm a big local control guy, so we'll just see how it plays out. But I mean, you've seen, like, generally speaking, how I operate with House Bill 8 last General Assembly, where I'm not going to hassle the committee process. I'll vote with the chair, but I did vote against that on the floor. So I've got my issues, but I haven't had time to sit down with them on it.
SB-1 concurrence vote.
I'll be a no on that.
No on down.
Yeah.
What's your big issue on it?
So it really boils down to, historically my understanding with professors and whatnot is you had a combination of collective bargaining rights, and you had tenure, and you had this freedom to search for the truth, whatever that is. But when you weaken that, are you going to be kind of looking over your shoulder like, do I really want to research this if it's going to get me in trouble or get me fired? You had that protection for years and years and years, and that potentially goes away with this. But, look, we'll see how it goes. I hope I'm wrong about all that. I wish my colleagues the best of luck with it. But
I wish you were the standard Republican.
I appreciate you saying that.
And your bill, I assume it's going nowhere. The bill to multiply the state legislature, like increase the seats.
So,
what's your thinking with that?
So the whole thinking for that was, and admittedly, this is not a new idea. Like I saw that you spoke with Gene Krebs.
Yeah.
And he had that apparently in his book. And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm glad that you felt the same way, because he's also a Republican. But fundamentally, it does help, at least in theory, with the proportional representation problem that was an issue in redistricting reform. But even outside of that, when you have these smaller districts, it's easier for somebody to win at a grassroots level. And I've had a lot of conservative folks back home complaining, like, hey, it's really difficult for us to mount a campaign, for a district that's like 300,000 people. We can't hit all these doors. We don't have money to throw into that. And it sort of levels the playing field in that you now have more teachers and engineers, plumbers, folks like that, as opposed to people that have significant amounts of personal wealth that can run those campaigns. So,
makes it makes it harder to corrupt the institution too.
Shift over this way.
It makes it harder to corrupt too. So but I knew it was a good idea. So, like, up here, is there any juice on it? Any movement? Do you think is it dead on arrival?
I would hope for just a hearing at this point. I mean, that's the most that I can hope for. It's at this point, like a lot of the ideas I have, I just want to get some grassroots momentum behind it, because again, it's when you drop something like that, people immediately look at it and go, oh my God, what's the story behind this? Even though it's not a new idea, you do have at the federal level, why am I drawing a blank at the name of the organization, but they have wanted to increase the size of Congress.
That'd be a big, yeah.
And they have the formula that it's the cube root of the country's population should be the ideal number of congressional seats, and I think it put the House at something like 575 seats up from 435.
Okay.
But anyway, that's where we're at.
All right, I appreciate it. And is this your last term here? Is this your first term?
This last term in the Senate.
Last term?
Elected for the last term in 2025.
Going back to the House, you think? Or?
I think so.
Okay.
I still try.
The new Bill Seitz.
I can never replace Bill Seitz.
He's back up here lobbying, I guess, now. I knew he couldn't stay away.
Yes, he's a very sharp guy, and I still count on his advice for a number of things.
Awesome. I appreciate you, brother.
Good deal. Thank you.